Torah Life Ministries come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.
All right, everybody, here we are with Scott Differender of the MIA. What's up?
Paul, we're here at Maryville, Tennessee, boot camp 2 with Paul Nissan.
You seem so energetic. Tell me, why is it? Why do you have so much energy?
Because I'm eating better, Paul. Because of your harassment over the last 5 years, Paul. You've been harassing me. I'm tired of it, so I had to do something about it. No coffee, Paul. No coffee. 6 months, baby. Look at this. Lean, clean fighting machine.
Caffeine free.
Caffeine free, full of bananas, ready to go.
Is it true that you are going to make it mandatory for all future MIA conferences and even regional conferences that there's going to be no coffee allowed?
I cannot tell a lie, Paul. Paul, you know, I always felt the caffeine, you know, it's really just an herb because it's a coffee bean, and doctors will tell you you need to eat more beans. Beans are good for you. So if you liquefy them, actually you're just drinking beans, Paul. But for me in my house, kadosh, 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 baby.
Greens create gas and defile the temple and defile the community, right?
Greens?
Beans.
Oh, beans. Yeah, you don't want to get too many beans. There's a fine balance there. You got your beans, and you get your bean like milkshake kind of things. But you know me, after you have harassment from Paul Nissan for 5 years, look, I used to have the Temple of Doom. Now I got the Kadosh Temple of Yahweh right here, my body.
As you're eating healthier, have you noticed any more of a connection or any more of, have your spiritual eyes opened up, or do you see anything more clear? Do you have more time to study, or have you noticed any difference as your health improves?
I'm feeling better, baby. I'm feeling better. I really am. Got a little more energy, a little more juice, you know, a little more determination, ready to go.
Tell us how old your beard is.
My beard's looking good. My beard, I used to have a little gray spot in my beard. Now I got little brown spots, but that's a whole other matter.
Yes. So what would your advice be to other people that struggle with just breaking addictions and habits of eating unhealthy?
Call Paul Nissan, tell him you want his harassment every week, and he will do it. He's the man. Hey, listen, we got to get in shape. We got Israel. We got a war to fight. We got things to do. We got to be tip-top shape. Let's do it. As a matter of fact, I was playing basketball with the youth today. I was running up and down that court like a gazelle, baby. You know, pumping in three-pointers. They were amazed. Why? No caffeine, I guess.
Currently, it's almost impossible unless you raise your own cattle to get biblically kosher, healthy meats.
Oh, yeah.
Because all meats are either kosher and they're not grass-fed, or they're grass-fed and not kosher.
I got that. We do that right in Tennessee where I live.
Yes.
Kosher chickens, grass-fed, you know, free-ranging chickens all running around, beef, sheep. It's delicious, man. I'm a meatitarian, Paul. You know, I like a little green stuff too, but really I'm a meatitarian. I've always preferred the brown food groups. Brown food, you know, bread, potatoes, beef. But you got to be healthy. My wife makes her own bread. We grow our own beef, you know, from the hoof up, and our sheep, and we eat them, and our chickens.
There's nothing wrong with meat if you're eating it.
It tastes better.
With kosher standards, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Get the blood out, baby.
Yes, but why, you know, at a lot of the conferences around the country and even the congregations, there's so much meat that's being served that's drugged up and processed, and the dairy as well, and they're not looking at that. I mean, why do you think this is?
Why? Economics, Paul. It's just pure money. They can pump them chickens full of juice and pump them up, pump them cattle full of juice, pump them up, sell them cheap. You know, I'm a businessman, or I used to be a businessman, so I understand that. You know, it's a for-profit world, and that's what we live in, so you have to make a choice. You should see my garden this year, Paul. It's awesome, man. My corn's like up to my shoulder already, all organic, beautiful stuff. Beans, squash, potatoes, onions. Did I say corn? Yeah, eggplant, all sorts of stuff growing, Paul. And you know, every time I'm out in the garden, you know what I think of? Think of Paul Nissan, baby. I think Paul would be proud of me right now. I got my feet in the dirt, my hands in the dirt. See, some people just talk about it, but in Tennessee we actually do it. So when people come to boot camp too, they can meet nice guys like you and learn about this stuff.
Well, so tell us about Boot Camp 3. Are we just you're gonna let me?
I can't tell you, baby. I can't tell you, but I can tell you this: at Hanukkah, Nashville, Tennessee, right? MIA conference. We're gonna have Bill Cloud, Mason Clover, all sorts of folks. Dr. Halisa Elwine, John Conrad, Daniel Bachman, and another special guest. You know who that is, Paul? It's Paul Nissan, baby. Ed Harris will be with us too. Paul Nissan.
You're gonna let me make the food?
You come and make the food, baby. Anytime you want, you got to feed me first, though. That's the only rule.
I did Sukkot last year in Texas. They let me make all the food.
All the food for Sukkot? How many people?
We had over 100 people.
You made food for 100 people?
A couple of hundred people. A lot of people said they loved the food, and they felt better than ever after that Sukkot.
Awesome. Did they continue it?
Some of them did.
Hey, listen, you all got to come see Paul in Nashville, December 23rd to 25th. Sheraton.
Give us your website, how people can find out about all the events.
Messianicisrael.com. Messianicisrael.com. Bill Cloud will be there, Dr. Halisa Elwine, John Conrad, Daniel Botkin, Ed Harris, and Paul Nissan. Mason Clover leading worship. It's going to be a great time. No, seriously, we got to get healthy. We got to get right. The Father's raising up an army at this time. We're all in boot camp. Come to boot camp 3 next year. Stay tuned. But you know what? Let's get serious. Let's get serious about our health. Let's get serious about the things of the kingdom. Let's go, Israel. Israel, arise. Shalom.
Shalom, and thank you for being serious about this, Scott. Thank you.
You got it, baby.
Seek the truth, avoid the evil, learn Yahweh's way.